What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are picking up iron pipes. We gotta do a tug test. Connected. Raise the legs. Alright. So right now we have a coast-to-coast map and we have the Canada map. So as you can see, we have most of the cities. I'm not aware of that many cities in Canada. I know Vancouver, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Montreal, Quebec, Toronto, all the big cities. So what has happened since our last coast-to-coast map, or if you guys watch anybody else's channels, they did a lot of Oklahoma, North Texas, Kansas, just all those little cities. So whoever does these coast-to-coast maps must be from around this area, is what I'm guessing, which is great because now I can go to the city in which I go to all the time, which is Midland, Odessa, which is right here. It's about 1,000 miles from where I live. So I started recording and I said, you know what? I'm going to drive myself from San Diego. I drove myself from San Diego to Las Cruces, bought a garage in Tucson and Las Cruces, and then I found a job I slept and found a job in Las Cruces to go from Las Cruces to Brownfield, which is right outside of Lubbock. Before I slept, I couldn't find anything but going back where we came from. And no offense, but I don't want to go back. I don't want to go do any jobs in New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, California, or Oregon. I want to do some of these other places where we can't go because SCS is taking a long time. But what I heard is they're not, it's called American Truck, but they're really only going to do they might do Texas, Colorado, like Utah, Montana, like just from here, just the west side of America. They don't plan on doing all 50. Well, they can't do 50, but they don't plan on doing Hawaii or Alaska. But they don't plan on doing those, but they don't plan on doing the entire United States. They just plan on doing the west coast of the United States. Which, if they do that, they should make they should scale it down a lot more. I know they have scaled it down pretty much, but they should scale it down a lot more if they're only planning on doing that much. But we'll see what happens. We're doing the other profiles. We have lots of money. We could buy anything we want. I ended up making 2 of these trucks because before I went out today, I only had like an hour and I was having problems uploading making the game work with the coast-to-coast map. So I was having problems with that, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll wait till I get home and I have more time to play the game. So it kept crashing and crashing and crashing. I was like, okay, well, I'll wait till I get home. So that's what I did. I have a lot more time right now than I did earlier. It's a really tiny drop off. A tiny area. The curve where's the curve? Oh, the curve back there. And we're sticking out a whole bunch. Sticking out a lot further than I intended on. Let's see where we're going. Are we driving through the city? I think we have, well, yeah, we're not going that way, so, okay. We're going the 70 through we're taking the New Mexico way. I'd like to go the 20, but this one's a lot easier for us. And once we get it to Brownfield, then, hopefully we can explore all these cities. I like to explore, what is it, the 80? Last time we did the coast to coast map, I believe there was a big rest stop off the 80, Iowa 80. Here it is right here. I can't wait to see what they did, since I wanted to go there one time when we had the coast to coast map, but I ended up driving right through, and then we never really got a chance to go through there again, so hopefully we can do it this time. I was already in my high set of gears, so it's weird. Okay, so we got 41,000 pounds of iron pipes. Our truck is about 30,000 pounds, roughly. So our truck is actually pretty heavy. But I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are enjoying my This War of Mine series. I got Peter complimented on that. He said he's enjoying it, or he said he likes the series. Our first playthrough we didn't do that well, but I plan on doing another one, and or I'm already in the process of doing another one, and we'll see if you guys like that one. I'm doing it with mods this time, as opposed to before. I didn't know that I was doing it with mods until I was already recording, so I plan on doing this one with mods. I'm actually still going with this one, but I want to see if I'm talking about This War of Mine, the game that we're playing, the Survivor game. I plan on doing the one with mods, and if we do well, or even if we don't do well, my next gameplay won't be with mods. Or we'll just see what you guys think of it. Because I think the game kind of needs mods. I mean, I know you can't really carry that much in real life, and I understand that, but 2 wood per space is not... You're never going to get anything. We're going to always die each time, so... I don't know. I don't know what I plan on doing, but I do want to try and beat the broadcast, the last broadcast. I don't know how it happens, but I know it's very hard to do with one person and a disabled person, so see what happens. I'm doing the floating of the gears right now. There's a little bit of grindage. There's a cop there. But I'm getting it. In this truck, it's pretty easy to float gears. In the Peterbilt 389, it's a lot more difficult, for me to float gears. So, in that truck, this one's a lot older, and I just feel like it's a lot easier. I know a lot of people will probably say that that's not true with this game, but I think it is kind of true. It's a lot easier to float. I'm floating gears right now, and there's no grindage of any kind. So I don't know. I think a lot of the older trucks are a lot easier. Like I said, some people will disagree with me on that, but every time I float gears in the Peterbilt 389 by Viper 2, it always grinds the gears. I don't use the clutch unless I'm downshifting or reversing, really, or going from first to second, but I don't really use the clutch at all in this game with this truck. I tried to downshift, I just can't figure it out. I always get the grindage. See? So I'm using the clutch to downshift because I can't figure out how to float the gears. Downshifting. I don't know if you can. I mean, I've seen truckers do it in real life, but I don't think I can in this game. So I'm a lot happier with this. Floating gears is a lot more realistic than using your clutch that much, so I'm a lot happier floating the gears. And then with Wreckfest, I plan on playing that game a lot more. A little bit off camera I want to play so I can up my stats a little bit, buy some more vehicles. Wow, we gotta get over it. Up my stats a little bit and get a little bit better at playing that game. Not a little bit better. We're pretty. I mean, we always win most of the time, but we only have that one Mustang, so I need to either stop playing career. I mean, I did quick play, and I still only had the Mustang. Either put a mod in the game. Oh, speaking of mods, there was a mod messing up from when I was driving by myself from California to Las Cruces. Every time there was a vehicle pulled over on the side of the road, there was a jet fighter right there, and I kept going around it, thinking I would hit it, but I mean, I never tried to. I always tried to avoid it because I didn't want to hit it. You know, ruin my trip if I was going to record it, but I ended up not recording it. But there was a jet fighter just sitting there on top of the traffic stop, and everybody was driving right through it. But I didn't want to test it. I went around it each time. But I don't have the recording for it because I erased it because I would rather record from Las Cruces into the new map as opposed to going through places we already gone through that you guys already know of. So you know what I wish they had in this game, and you know, it's the little things that I like, but I wish there was some vehicles that only had one headlight on. Like, you know, some people burn out headlights. So I wish that there was, you know, burnt headlights or burnt tail lights on some vehicles. Not on all the vehicles, but you know, sometimes they go out and then you gotta go to your repair shop and fix your headlights. Just something a little bit more realistic. See what I'm saying? We're only going 10 miles an hour, and you still got to be in like fifth gear in order for it not to rev up super high. Even though, yeah, that guy made a wide turn for that. That was pretty cool. So 2 hours and 51 minutes, or what am I saying? 5 hours and 3 minutes and 251 miles, and we got $2 billion. So I'm letting it go to about 2,000, and that's when I'm floating. I let go, let it get to about 1,500, and then that's when I'm shifting. Try to do it fast, so if I do it too fast, then it normally will start grinding the gear. I think I have Coyote's air brakes in, air sounds, and I think that's what's making the air sounds now. No train, no train, no train, no train. So about 2,000, and let go, and shift. Get off the phone, woman! God, you have a bruise? I didn't do that. I swear I didn't touch you. I swear. right hand up in the air. I didn't do it. So I'm really looking forward to this coast-to-coast map. I'm going to play a little bit on it. The reason why I'm not putting it in my other profile is because I don't want the coast-to-coast map or the Canada map. It's called Canadream. I don't want the map to corrupt that game that I have. So that's why I play it on this. That's why I play it on this profile. So if you guys are wondering why I'm not using it on my other profile, that's why. And my other thing, any of you modders out there, can you guys make a car carrier? That would be so awesome. I'd love to see a car carrier in this game, like a legitimate car carrier, where the cars, hang over the top of the truck. So where the truck is actually a car carrier, like the whole thing. Whether it's a mod, the whole truck is a car carrier, or whatever. I'd just like to see that humongous car hauler, car carrier. That's all. That's all I ask. I know I asked a whole lot more. What kind of horn do we got on this thing? I believe the train horn only works on the Viper truck. I'm going to downshift. We're going 30 miles an hour. We do weigh a lot. Sorry, people behind me, but real life is happening here. I've been watching a lot of videos about hot shotting, basically what it is in America. If you guys aren't from here, you get like a dually truck with a fifth wheel or a gooseneck trailer, and you haul for people that need expedited delivery services. And there's people out in the United States making about $2,000 a week take home after fuel and after expenses for food and gas and everything that they need. They're taking home about $2,000. Once they get, in the beginning, one of the people I follow, his profit was only $133. You're going too fast. His profit was only $133 for his first load. And then his second load, it was about $1,500. And then as he got better and better at it, he broke it down after like 3 months. He showed the actual realistic of it. In the beginning, you're not going to make nothing, but as you progress, and if you do 3 or 4 loads a week, depending on how far you're going, you can make anywhere from $1,500 to $4,000 a week, depending on how much you want to work. And man, I was like, I wish I had a dually and a trailer right now, because I probably couldn't make that much, but just because of traveling and whatnot. But I wish I was a lot younger. I'm in my low 30s, but I wish I was like 21 and I figured out and I was doing this. So the people that are doing it are actually around my age, and a lot older. But I do have health problems, and I don't have everything settled out right, so I do gotta, do a a little bit more management with my diabetes stuff. And once I get that right, then I can hopefully get back to work, because I'm not making nothing right now, as you guys know. Or if you're new, I don't make no money from the state or California, or I don't get nothing. I have a GoFundMe page, but it was good when I first started it. I got like $300, but now I don't get nothing for it. I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to help me out. You can read my story. You know, if you don't want to give, you don't have to give. It's just like a tip. And if you don't want to tip, you don't have to tip. You don't have to do nothing. You just like watching my videos, feel free. They're always here. I'm always here. I love making videos, no matter what. Doesn't matter. So I'll put that little disclaimer out there so you guys aren't like, this guy wants the money. You know, I'm not hurting. Well, I am kind of hurting. I get money from my mom, basically. But we're doing okay right now. I'd like to be doing better, but we're doing okay. Luckily, my car's paid off, and I don't have to worry about that payment anymore. But yeah, but just yeah. Anyways, but yeah, hot shotting, man, I would love to do that. If I had the money, I'd go buy a dually right now. I'd either buy a Ford F450 or like a used, or even, it'd have to be used. I wouldn't buy brand new unless I was like already making money. If I was making good money, y'all wasn't gonna stop in time. It'd have to be a used vehicle, but I'd like to be able to do that one day, because I love to travel. It's just always my diabetes that holds me back sometimes. But you know, like once I get a handle on things and you know I start to manage it a lot better, then I can go back to work and do normal things. And if on the road trucking or hot shotting, which is pretty much on the road trucking, but not with the semi. If that's something that I can get into, whether it's it'd probably have to be with a company, because most of the people I see that are started out with a company, and then they do it on their own once they figure out how everything works. But yeah, the people that I watch barely got into it, or the people I'm following right now barely got into it. And like I said, they only made like $100 their first run, and then they made $1,500, and then they made $4,000, and it just kept going up. It all depends on you know how much money you're spending on. Just pulled out of nowhere. You know, just how much money you're spending on the road. Whether you're meal prepping or you're just eating out all the time. If you eat out all the time, then you're going to spend a lot of money. This guy's trying to make a wide turn. Make it? Yeah. So make sure that you're eating, you know, that you're eating good, and you know you don't have a semi to have at least a microwave or refrigerator or something. I mean, you could probably put a fridge in your truck somewhere, but you wouldn't be able to have like a microwave or you know something where you can make your meals. Maybe you can, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked into it much, but I just see the money part of it, and the money part of it looks fantastic. For you know anywhere from 15 to what I say $4,000. a week. That's not a month. That's a week. Did I say a month in the beginning? I didn't mean a month. I meant a week. $4,000 a week is a lot of money. And then you know, this guy factored in. He made $10,000 in a month. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but this one guy factored in. He made $10,000 in a month. Take home. That was his take home after fuel, after expenses, after everything. So, I'm at 5 below. What in the world? So, yeah, after everything, $10,000 take home, $1,000 in a truck payment. He didn't factor in the truck payment or the insurance and all that stuff. So after that, for the entire month, he just did. I mean, so after all the expenses, the truck payment of $1,000, it went down to $9,000, and then truck insurance, and all the other insurances for the load and all that stuff. He still took home. I mean, this is for a month, like I said, guys and girls. It was about 70 something, 7,000 and some change that he took home in a month. So that's almost $100,000 in a year for pretty much being your own boss. He hasn't been on the road that long, but that's what he's looking towards, but he has a brand new truck though. Like, we're talking, it's a Dodge 3500 dually, brand spanking new, 2019. I don't know if I'd be able to go with a brand new truck, but eventually I'd probably want one. Just because, it's brand new, and if anything ever goes wrong, you have warranties and all that stuff. So, yeah, that had me in awe, and it still does, as you guys can tell. So I can't stop talking about it. Like I said, once I get healthy enough, I'm going after it. I always wanted to be on-the-road trucker when I was younger, and I know that sounds crazy, but even now, I'd still be an on-the-road trucker. I'm not married, so why not? There's nothing better to do. Some people, I'd like to see the United States, drive around the country. There's a lot. What's over there? That road. Looks like a road in Texas. I think we're in Texas. It's got the circle around it. One of the oil-filled roads. But yeah, I've always wanted to drive. I've driven around in my car. I drove from California to Michigan, Michigan to Texas, California to Texas, California. I've driven through about 13, 14 states on my way to Michigan. Not on my way to Michigan, but probably, like on the way and on the way back to Texas. I probably went through about 13 states total. It's a lot of fun driving. I always have a lot of fun driving. It's that when you're on the road, you don't, and you need like insulin or something, you can't go home all the time. You you gotta have like somewhere that you can always. I mean, I know that if you pick up from like a CVS pharmacy, you can pick up all over the United States. So when it comes to my medicine, I'd have to. I wouldn't be able to go like I go right now, which is like every 3 days I go and pick up something new. Well, not every 3 days, like 3 days out of 2 weeks. So every month, every 2 weeks, within a period of 2 weeks, I pick up medicine. Within a period of 2 weeks, like every 2 or 3 days. But if you're on the road, you wouldn't be able to do that. What is that? Is that like an open manhole cover? I thought the truck was smoking, and then I saw the guy out there working, or whatever he was doing. So we're only 54 miles away. Hobbs, New Mexico. We're not in Texas yet. We're not in Kansas no more. Look at that super rev. I put it in. I dropped it down to my low gears for some odd reason. Weird. What is up there? Is that a... Hold on. Freeze game. What is up there? Is it a dealership? Looks like a dealership. Well, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that right. Well, maybe. No, it's not that far. I could travel in my off time when I'm not recording. Go to this one here as well. We need to discover a Volvo. We don't have one currently. So in my off time, I'll go here, get a garage, find out what this dealership is, and maybe I could just make this. I'd have to make a right here, though. Let's see if I could do something about this here. I know this is totally illegal. Don't mind me, it's just new to trucking, and saw a dealership over here. I think it just might be a Kenworth, but anytime you buy a truck, it takes you there, and you gotta, it's not that hard to go into your garage manager, or your garage deal. What is over there? Is that Kenworth? I don't know what that is. I think it's Kenworth. Sorry guys, but since I haven't discovered anything around here, I don't want to go back to New Mexico or California to buy a new truck. I want to do it while I'm here. Illegitimate turn here. Sorry. The things you gotta do. This is what I was doing in Oregon when we first got Oregon. I was just driving all around trying to discover stuff so we didn't have to go back to Northern California to like another train. We just passed a train. I can smell my dog already. That's weird. It's like he's rubbing up against my door. My door's closed, by the way. It is pretty late. He is still outside, but it's not that cold today. My coffee's getting cold. 56 degrees outside. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Copper. That looks like DPS, Department of Public Safety. This is what they normally have in Texas. I don't think we're in Texas yet. We're still in Hobbs. But that's all you see, really. Maybe in New Mexico as well. DPS. No, I think it's all in Texas. I have no idea. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. Fifth. Keep going to. I keep lowering my. Keep lowering the front button, not the range, but the low high, not the range, but the thing in the front. I forgot what it's called. The range. Splitter. Keep hitting the splitter to try to go into to get my lower gears when I'm slowing down, and that's when I think I'm going from. I try to put it in fifth, and I put it in the first because I keep hitting the splitter at the wrong time. Because, like I said, fifth gear is your go-to gear. Why is there a stop sign? And a red light. GTA. Is it like, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's like one of those turns, but no, that would be like a yield sign. Flag City. We're still 48 miles away. Well, the detour really didn't do much. It was like maybe a half a mile difference. But the time it took, if this was a rush delivery, it probably took like 3 or 4 minutes to do that. Maybe a little. Yeah. We had the green lights, making a janky U-turn in the middle of the road. So what they had for this truck, I forgot to tell you guys because I thought I already recorded it, but I didn't. So above the trailer brake was like an OBC thing. It used to tell you what gear you were in, but that no longer works anymore. So I had to take that out when I first got this truck, and there was also like you see our little, not the display map that's up, but the other display map that's up there, the one that we would normally use if we didn't have up our display map on the interface. So they had a GPS smaller than that above the trailer brake, the red trailer brake right there. To use as a GPS. I'm like, man, I wouldn't even be able to see that thing. You can't even see our current one, really. That's why I'm using the interface, because I couldn't tell like where it wanted me to drop off at or whatever. So yeah, I don't know how we would use it, or even if it works for this truck. since, and then what I also forgot to tell you guys was I tried a bunch of different mods. I couldn't get the Mexico. Every time I tried to get the Mexico map to work, the game would crash, so that's not working. I downloaded a bunch of older trucks and new trucks. The Freightliner Inspiration, the Cascadia, Kenworth, 380 model, 382 or something funky like that. Just try to get over. There we go. Like a zipper. Is this the plane again? It's the fighter jet again. See? I don't know what that is. No idea. It's supposed to be just an accident, but the fighter jets are only coming in at night for some reason. I don't get it. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out. But like I said, I tried to get a Peterbilt 380 something to work, or maybe it was a Kenworth 380. I don't know. Something 380 something to work. 382, 385. I don't know what model it was, but it was a different model that, you know. And then I tried a 388. That wouldn't work. And then I tried the heavy hauler truck, the 352 or something like that, heavy haul. And all the gauges, instead of them being black or chrome, they were purple and pink. So something was going on with that. And then one of the other truck mods, so I just took out all the truck mods and I'm using the FLD, the FLB, the Freightliners, and then Viper 2's truck, and who else? Oh, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not gonna make it, not going to make it. Still not gonna go. Weird. Try and go back one, but it's not gonna change anything. Oh, they're gonna go now. Nice. It's because I went too far over the line, and that's why they didn't go. I'm assuming you figured that out. But there was a bunch of trucks, the Freightliner Coronado, Century. All of them were giving me problems with missing bumpers, like the red bumper. It basically means missing. It basically means that there's a corrupt file, and that's why it wasn't working. So that's the reason why why I was having problems with mods. Or that's the reason why I was having so many game crashes. Well, the first game crash was because of the Viva Mexico map or something like that. It was not. Is that my entrance back there? It was, I think. Why does it show me going this way? I think that was the entrance over there. Now we're gonna have to go around. Let's see. Sorry, copper. Block the road for me. Sorry, my bad. I wonder why that map told us to go around when I saw the entrance back there. It was that road, that dirt road that was back here. I was starting to look at in the distance, like a shark tail or something. So it's right here somewhere. That's right here. I don't know why the GPS told us to go that other way. But it's clearly this right here. Those are just things that happen when you have mods in the game. Alright, so our drop off is there somewhere. I'm not going to go completely around, but I see now where we messed up. I might be able to get it from here. Well, I think that we're going to hear the water in the distance, in the background. On this one. Not gonna get him up. It'd be awesome, but there's a wall right there. I was gonna pull back behind where that dozer is, but just don't think we have the room where this bobcat is. Jackknife it in here. I wonder if there's going to be no way I was going to be able to get it back there without doing a 5,000 point turn. So to get, I've always thought about doing this. I've only seen it done in like tow shows though. Okay, slide over. I know we could have got it a lot at a better of an angle, but hopefully this is good enough. That very easy for ourselves. Still crookedy. Probably gonna have to do one more pull-up. Oh, not, but see how far we are off. Still coming after the wrong thing. I'm gonna have to say we're okay with this one. Alright. It's a little bit off, but it is. It's in the area where we need it to be. Let's drop it off. Excellent. 305 miles. 8 hours, 9 minutes. 73.4 gallons consumed. $15,433 with 753 XP. And we can check out our next job. We do have two trailers. So we might have to bring one to. We're not going there. Abilene, possibly. No. No. Possibly. No. No. Not right now. I don't want, no. It's going to either have to be, I'm not going back into those cities that we discussed previously. We're either going to Wichita Falls, Abilene, Texas, one of those two. I never heard of Clayton, New Mexico, but they might have added that like within the recent 1.33. I know they added another city to New Mexico, or one of those places. One of these places they added, or maybe it was Clifton that they added, and this one's part of this map. I don't know. So there's all these little cities here, which is awesome. Midland, Odessa, Andrews, La Mesa. I've been to all these places. Snyder. I've never been to Post. Lubbock. Plainview. Amarillo. San Antonio. I haven't been to San Antonio. I've been to Houston. Tyler. Fort Worth. Gainesville. Just all these. I haven't been to these ones, but I'm just naming them out now. Guthrie, Childress. I've been there. Never been to Post. La Mesa, Andrews. Where's Monaghan's at? It's over here somewhere. Actually, it's too close to be considered. Well, some of these are really close, so I don't know. There's not really anything between. Well, there's Van Horn. It's around here somewhere. And there's a couple down this way. There's a bunch. There's like Alpine, Texas, and there's a bunch down. Corpus is way down here. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know if you like the coast to coast map and want me to continue, or I can go back to my other map. But I'm kind of liking this, so I don't think I'm going to go back to it anytime soon. Unless they do like unless something happens with the coast to coast map where they got to update it or something. So, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Take care. Get off the phone, woman.